What up, though? Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Notoriously Opinionated. It's your man of many names and monikers here with you again. We're gonna have we got a good show lined up tonight again. You dig? Hold up. I gotta get my Royals in there. There we go. I know they not good right now, but we don't know what they're gonna be this year. So gotta show them a little love. All right. So tonight, as always, I'm gonna have a few of the fellas pulling up, stopping through. We gonna once everybody pull up, because I got guys that's busy. They doing shit at different times, and so when they pull up, they pull up. And then we'll check and see who all on the call out tonight. So we're gonna check in with the fellas when they pull up. Even if they stagger, we're just gonna check in with them as they arrive. But first off, I don't know what I did. I don't know how many views I had to have or whatever the algorithm is for Facebook to recognize your boy as an up and coming content creator, but they did that, right? So that is encouragement. It might not mean shit to nobody else, but it meant something to me, and that is motivation for me to keep going and lets me know I'm at least on the right path. All right. Now, tonight, first off, on Notoriously Opinionated, we're gonna talk about how important important love is in a relationship. What's love got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Then she get it from her mama. We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk a little bit about how women get or don't get certain tutelage from their mother or the maternal people in her family, and kind of what she got or didn't get translates into how her relationships end up, because if she didn't really get the tutelage that she needed from her mother or her auntie or her older sister, then how she's supposed to know besides trying to figure it out on her own, which is why she's 30, 40, 50 years old, and still ain't figured the shit out. And a little later on in the show, tax season just passed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got all excited. They get all excited around this time about their taxes. So we're going to talk about taxes just a little bit. That's going to be at the end. And then we're going to have our what if question. You know what I'm saying? All right. First off on the pod, man, I'm going to bring on my guy once again. This is my dude, White Chocolate. My guy, P. Jizzle. What's up, boy?
What's up, man?
Man, waiting on the rest of the fellas to get here, man. Y'all just decide to show up when y'all decide to show up. Like, fuck what I tell you before the show started. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm here.
Now, real talk.
I'm here.
I'm off you right now. I ain't even on you right now. You know what I mean? Like my guy, on time. You know what I'm saying? Like you was on time. You dig? That's more than I could say for these other job turkeys, right? All right, man. So right now you the only one on the call out. You literally the only one on the call out so far, and so I'm gonna check in with you. Between 1 and 10. 10 being, bro, just won the lottery, best day ever, and 1 being, man, fuck this shit. Like, how you feel right now?
Fuck this shit. But I'm here. Man, I woke up not feeling very well, man. I left work early and everything, but I'm still here, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know, and then still trying to get adjusted to living by myself, man. It's a lot, you know. It's a lot. But
Yeah,
I'm adjusting. It just takes a little bit, man.
I bet you are adjusting. I bet you're adjusting nicely. You know.
I think
Now, all right. So on this living alone deal, like, what is the difference, or was it anything you was worried about as far as living alone after having lived with somebody for a minute?
Yeah, like, I've always lived with someone, really. So this is really the first time I've lived by myself.
Yeah.
Getting out of a 6-year relationship and then everything's switching up on me, man. It's just different. You know, everything's on you.
Everything's on you.
Everything.
How does it feel though?
It feels good in a way, but it also, I also miss that camaraderie. Because sometimes it's lonely, bro. But it's also nice too, because I need my space too. So it's a win. It's a win-win, but it's also a lose-lose, because there's things that you do enjoy, but there's also things that you like. Man, I wish this was different a little bit, but so you just got to kind of take it as it comes. But overall, I like the feeling, because it's like a new chapter, bro. Like you get it's like a new freedom, really.
I feel you. So I've always wondered, like, because I've never really lived by myself either, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, but I think about it, or rather I have thought about it. Hold up, who done commented? Hey, cousin. That's my girl. That's my cousin. Yeah, I mean, I think about all of the like everything being on you, and I don't really trip about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I could do it. You dig? I could do it. Because if for no other reason, I'm like this. Like, I'm one of those dudes that want to be alone but don't want to be lonely. You feel me?
Same.
You feel me? Like, I can come in my room, right, and I will have my PC, my desktop, and Madden going all at the same time.
Yep.
You did. I will have all that going at the same time and be rotating between all of it. I'll be like, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? I'll be looking up stuff on the desktop, typing it on the PC, all while playing Madden. You did. So, and I can do that, and still be productive as hell, So, I mean, I just
got in the bag the last few days. I had to go get that.
24.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to get on there, because I stopped playing MLB, which was actually my game, but I was raging out way too much in that game.
Play with the Royals?
I did not.
I was not expecting that answer, for real. I did not expect that answer. I'm not gonna even lie.
I did not.
I already had in my mind. I had this little comeback and everything just ready. Mm-hmm. But when it came out that way, I couldn't even use it.
I did not. I played. Every time I played with the Braves.
Oh man.
Now, like, hella off topic of the show, since we on this, like, you gotta understand, like, my team, since I was a kid, I was a little kid, my favorite baseball teams, and baseball was like the first sport that I played. My favorite baseball teams was my grandfather's baseball teams, and my grandfather was a Kansas City Royals fan and an Atlanta Braves fan, and so that's what I became. So I've been a Royals and a Braves fan since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And coming to the stage, my guy. What it do, homie?
What's up,
man? You, man. We doing check-ins right now. We checking in, see who's on the call out tonight. You dig? And so the homie, I was telling the homie we doing like 1 to 10, 10 being, man, this is the best day ever, and 1 being fuck it. You know, and like, where you at in between there?
I'm on probably an 8, just tired.
That's what's up. So, hey,
yo,
everybody a little tired right now. Well, everybody outside.
You already know.
Everybody outside. What's the deal?
It's nice out, man.
Hey, now, if I could do my show outside, I would. What's up, Kurt?
Get back.
That's the homie Kurt.
Get back. Shut up.
He out there with them monsters.
Get back.
Dude. What's
Shut
good,
up.
my dude?
Shut up.
The homie Dose in the building. Hey, so the first topic, and I'm gonna see if this little jerk ever gonna tap in. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with the main topics of the show. So topic number 1, and I call this "What's Love Got to Do with It?" Right? Because I really want to know y'all opinion on how important is love nowadays to a relationship.
Are you straighten out? You said how important what?
How important is love nowadays in a relationship?
I mean, it should be like essential. I mean, very essential. To me, it should be. I mean, what else do you got without that?
So is it the most important thing? Because I remember there was a time that it was love and then everything else, right? But nowadays it just don't seem like it is as important to people as it has been in the past, right?
Well,
so
I still believe in, and I'm just gonna keep it real. I still believe in the old morals, man. The old, the old way, like like my grandma and grandpa. They 80, 90 years old and they still did it, even though the shit was tumultuous. You know what I'm saying? But that's the kind. That's what I want. That's the kind that I have. That's the kind that I want. I don't want none of this facetious shit. I want the shit that is really, that was the foundation of it, that makes it that deep to what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that on and off shit. This motherfucker. No, I don't want that. I want the when it's bad, it's bad, and you still by my side. When it's good, you still by my side. If she's at her worst and I'm at my worst, and we still see eye to eye, that's what I want. That's what I think got to do with it. That's how important that is.
Everything else could fall to the wayside, and you saying that love should still be there.
It should never go. If you truly and genuinely love that person, and they don't do something that just fucks it all the way up to where it can't be repaired, I think you should, you know what I'm saying, give that consideration because it's the foundation you built. You can never get back what you gave that person, and they can never get back what they gave you. You know what I'm saying? Do you want somebody else to have that what you gave?
Right. What's up, PJ? What you think?
Well, normally I'd agree 100%, you know, but being in that situation and where I'm at now in that situation, it's love, man. Doesn't save it all though. You know, because
No, I
I
didn't
love the
say
heck out
save
of
it.
mine.
I didn't say save it. I didn't say save it.
I'm just saying my opinion, you know. Like sometimes love ain't enough. You know, you still gotta have other things that unite that love, you know what I mean? And you two both know my situation very well, so you know where I'm coming from with this, and you know, I'm not saying that's not going to change with my situation, but you got to have other things that go with it too.
That's what I was saying. You know, that's what you got to have all those ingredients, man.
Most definitely.
Give me some of the ingredients. Give me some of the ingredients that
Honesty.
make love worth it.
Honesty,
you know,
loyalty is my two biggest.
It's faithful, you know, genuine, authentic, that emotional bond that, you know, without a doubt, without question, you know what I'm saying? The spiritual bond, the chemistry, all that shit plays a part, man. That chemistry don't go away, and I can promise you it don't go away.
True.
Okay. So when you put all of those things into the pot, you kind of got to start off with chemistry, don't you? Because like without that chemistry, you ain't even gonna like the person, and if you don't like the person, then you're not even gonna hang out long enough to love them. Right?
You know, you might can say that, you know, because you can say that, right? But then again, opposites attract. You get what I'm saying? And then that, you know, it's like you two different souls on two different planes, and you both see things differently, but there's no denying that drawing together.
Now I feel what you're saying, but regardless of whether you two have a lot of things in common or you have very few things in common, and then those opposites attract, that's still each situation, each scenario is creating a certain kind of chemistry though, right?
I guess interaction plays a part. Get out of there.
My first thing for real is attraction. You gotta, like me first, if I'm not attracted to you, I'm not gonna even get to that level where we can have that chemistry.
Does attraction always have to be physical?
It has to be a mutual. It has to be mutual attraction,
in my opinion.
Move, boy.
A mutual attraction.
Mutual attraction.
Now,
It don't even necessarily have to be physical attraction, because you know I can hear somebody say something
exactly
like that,
not.
you know, that got my attention. You know, this some type of attraction. You know, whether it be physical, emotional, spiritual.
So is
I'm still here. I'm just
is love.
I'm still here. Sally boy. Get back.
All right. Let me put this on. We're gonna talk about this.
What's up?
All right. The homie dude said, can a man sustain a relationship without physical attraction? Can you sustain a relationship without physical attraction?
Did he ask that question for real? Did he really ask that question? Look around the visiting room. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Look around the visiting room. Let's be clear. Let's be clear on that. Yeah, let's be clear. Let's be, bro. I hate to say it, man. Let's be clear. Let's fucking be clear on that, yo. You can't get away with that. No, sir. No, sir. Get the fuck. You know it can. You know we know.
Oh, dude, I hope you cracking up right now, bro. Like, I promise I do.
Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't say nothing.
Tell me I'm wrong. You goddamn right. Shit. Sorry, God, but shit. Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah. So don't tell me
never
that it can't
experienced
be
it,
done.
but seen it.
Yeah. Don't. Hey, listen to me. Listen. You get on back over here, man. It's funny. You know it's funny. Get on back in there.
No, real talk. Hey, I can't. Like I said, I've seen it, never experienced it, because you know.
But clearly, you see it. So therefore, yeah.
I did.
Yeah. So
now
they can't get away from that.
Now, keep in mind, the math is different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The math is different when you live with that person, or the math is different when you have no attachments and you're able to do the math is different when you PJ right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, the math is just different. No attachments, free as a bird to do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
And so, can you, single man, be and sustain a relationship without physical attraction?
No.
I knew the answer to that. I just wanted you to say it.
Absolutely not.
So the attraction doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be physical, but you're saying that it do got to be physical.
Eventually.
You
know, because
but not off the flip.
No, yeah.
Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Catfish. That's all I'm saying.
Hell no.
That's all I'm saying. Motherfuckers been catfished. Had all kind of love, emotions, and feelings. Was in a relationship and then turned up. Motherfucker looked like Wally Walrus. Get out of here.
Hey, now the homie got a serious point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and no, that's a real point. You dig? Because you liked them as long as you thought they looked like this, right?
Absolutely. Hey, yeah,
but then everything changed when you found out she looked like a Garanimal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the things that really attracted her to you, right, were the conversations that y'all had, the things that y'all had in common, the bond and the blend that y'all had. But then she came out looking like Caesar from Planet of the Apes, and now you don't want to mess with her no more.
Nah,
that's messed up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
She come talking about Amy, good animal.
Yeah.
You know, and now you don't want to talk to her.
More like Freddie Jackson.
For real. You know what I'm saying? So, all right.
But in situations like that, bro, it comes out to more of like this whole foundation was built on a lie. So then, that's one of them key points that you know, honesty, like I was talking about.
Yeah. And like y'all said, honesty keeps coming up, but I want to make this one point. There's a difference between honesty, because this came up. There's a difference between honesty, loyalty, and fidelity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Those three are three different things. Now, in my opinion, they all fall under loyalty. I believe that honesty and fidelity fall under the umbrella, under the auspice of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? But that all those things, when put in the pot, are absolutely necessary. You know, they're just more necessary to certain people than others. Like, I would like I'm different though. So it's like for me, my list of like if I just had to list my top 5 things, it might be different than other people's if I do it. Matter of fact, give me your top 5 in order. I want these in as much of order as you can give it to me, but give me your top 5 like lock down. I need these things in my relationship. Top 5 things you need in your
She needs a job. She needs a job. She needs a car. That's a job in a car, a bank account, and her own residence. That's 4. And the fifth thing is, and the fifth thing for me that gets it for me is she has to be as beautiful inside as she is outside.
Hey man, that's a dope list. That's a dope list. Now give me your top 5. And the homie just gave me that ain't what I was talking about, but that's a list for your ass, right?
Yeah.
Now, give me your, like, since we was talking about is love as important as it used to be, give me your top 5, I guess, emotions or feelings that you have to have for you to have a strong relationship.
Yeah, I think it only takes, for me, I think it would only take one. And that's just, you know what I'm saying? It only takes one. Because everything else adds up later on. They all come into play. So really being a definitive on them, I don't really have a definitive on which one it is. I just know it just has to be one because everything else comes with it.
Okay. PJ, what you think? I want you to give me a list like Omni gave me. I want that, you know.
Well, hey, he trying to hit on a lot of that.
That
you know,
oh man,
definitely
he
gotta
hit
have
on
a
it.
job. You know, the job is very important. You know, being stable in itself. That way, you know, that way you ain't doing everything. But definitely, you know, the attraction's there. The car, I like that idea because, you know, man, I don't want to be an Uber every day. But I think attraction is the biggest part. But also, man, that comfort, you know, like I want to be comfortable around my person. I don't want to feel awkward, you know, you can't be yourself, any of that weird stuff. But loyalty is a big one to me.
Loyalty is big.
Let me see what else.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree with all that. But I'm gonna say
you gotta be a Denver fan.
Moving on to the next topic. You just had to ruin it. You just had to ruin it, didn't you?
I had to get it out there once. I got it out.
So, next topic. So I called this next segment, she get it from her mama, right? Or she didn't, right? And so I wanna ask y'all, is it a woman's mother's or the maternal figure in her life? Is it her responsibility to teach the younger woman about the things she needs to have in a relationship, you know, to be a good woman in a relationship? For example, is it her mother, her auntie, her older sister, her godmother, whoever it is, right? Is it that woman's responsibility to teach her how to respect a man, to teach her how to talk to a man, to teach her how to love a man, to teach her how to keep a man, and most importantly, is it her fault for not teaching her if this girl comes and grows up and ends up for the streets, or may not end up for the streets, but ends up consistently losing good men because she's still trying to figure out what it is that she needs to do to keep one?
So, okay, I got a question to that. Is the mom aunt, cousin, whatever, a stable person, because you know, looking at background, looking at neighborhoods, looking at people, some women weren't raised like that either. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, they can't pass on. What they can pass on is you don't need a man. You can do this shit on your own. You know what I'm saying? He ain't shit. That's why he ain't here. So the mental separation that's embedded in them from the mom, because she said, "Motherfucker, get out of here, such, and this and that. I don't need you." So what does the child see, and how does the child supposed to react to that? But sees her aunt and uncle doing just fine, her grandma and grandpa doing just fine. So how she's confused because of the roof she lives under, but also she gets to see the better parts of it. Now, what it comes down to is choice and decision. It's the parent's position to raise a child, but the parent is a piece of shit and can't raise a child and embed those things into that child, then the child's lost. It's at a loss no matter what.
I was hoping somebody said that
Yeah.
because I was thinking the same thing. I was
Yeah,
hoping
I
somebody
agree.
said it. Yeah. So I look at that as environment. I've been doing a lot on environment here lately, and I'm gonna talk about it in a future episode once I get my mind wrapped around this whole concept. But at the end of the day, it's about the environment, and I completely wholeheartedly agree with you, homie. Like, if the mother didn't see what a good, loving, respectful, stable relationship looked like, and she wasn't in that kind of relationship, there was no way that she could pass that down to her daughter. That's kind of like what my pops told me, man. My pops, man, may he rest in power, man. My pops told me a long time ago, he apologized to me when I was in my 30s, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and him had a knockdown drag out. You dig? And I'll get into all that a little later. But at the end of it, because he just let me go. He let me vent. He just let me get it all out. I was like, and he just sat and he didn't say nothing. When I got done, he was like, son, I apologize. But what you have to understand is this. I taught you what I knew. I didn't know how to be a father like that. The father that you may have wanted, I didn't know how to be that father. I knew dice, I knew fighting, I knew hustling, I knew that. You know what I'm saying? So I taught you how to box. I taught you how to shoot dice. I taught you how to hustle. That's what I knew. I couldn't teach you what I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you argue that? You know, you cannot. If you want to learn about rocket science and you figure that I'm gonna be the one to teach you, you about to be rocket scienceless. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know it to be able to teach it to you, and that's kind of how it goes with anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it takes a while for you to pick it up, then it takes a while for you to pick it up because, like, you didn't get taught that shit in elementary school. You didn't get taught that shit in grade school. So, you know, it's like the law. If you don't get taught the law at an early age, you get older, you don't know, you know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about it. So I completely agree with that.
No, but on the flip side of that, though, they can teach you what not to do or what not to accept. You know,
Facts. I mean, if moms, a lot of times, those moms that we talking about, right, really only taught the woman what to look for in a man, not necessarily what to do once you got him. You know what I'm saying? So they teaching these daughters, okay, you look good, you know, so this is the kind of man you need to look for. And the daughter don't know, the niece don't know, the little sister don't know to ask, okay, big sister, auntie, godmom, mom, what do I do when I got him to keep him? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had a horrible pussy accident, right, and I got to figure out some other way to keep this man, how am I gonna do it if I can't do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and they wasn't taught that. You feel me?
Yeah. She, on her keeping him is supposed to be unconditional. You know what I'm saying? But they got all these conditions. But in saying that, she's an image. She is an image. She is the mirror image of him. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, once she has him, it's now his turn to make sure she understands what it takes to keep him, as well as she shows him what it takes to keep her. You get what I'm saying? So it's a mirror. It's a mirror effect at the end of the day. Trust me, I went about the shit the wrong way out the gate. Let's just be clear. You know what I'm saying? So I allowed shit and I let shit go that I shouldn't have let go. I got into shit I shouldn't have got into pertaining to women. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then when in actuality, I finally like, man, fuck this. And I woke up, it backfired. You know what I'm saying? It backfired.
Right.
But as I say, that foundation and them roots and that growing together and growing through it is what helped me.
So it's something you said that made me think of something. It gets tossed around a lot. That love is unconditional. Do you believe that to be true?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I'm a firm believer that it should be unconditional. We come at it unconditionally, but they come with conditions. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this and that. 3 days later, you can't do that. Bitch, you just told me 2 days ago it was cool. Now you want some bullshit because your dumbass homegirls and the shit they going through. Let them have their own relationship. You know what I'm saying? So other relationships put conditions on your relationship.
Okay. PJ, what you think, homie?
No, I agree with y'all, man. And then I also think that a lot of people don't know the difference between lust and love, though. You know? And I think that's a big factor in a lot of relationships, you know? Some people be talking to this person 2 days. No, I love her, boy. I love her. But in reality, 90% of the time, you just have lust for this woman. It ain't love. You ain't had enough time to love this woman.
I'm trying to tell you, like, a lot of times men will fall in love with an ass cheek and then get in a relationship with the whole woman and wonder what the fuck went wrong.
Well, she pulled the ass cheek out. She pulled the ass cheek out. It was prosthetic. Yeah, it wasn't even real ass cheek.
Now,
I'm just kidding.
I will say this. I do believe ultimately that love is unconditional. However, I believe that relationships have a whole lot of conditions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I believe it's the relationship that has the conditions and not necessarily the love, because I cannot be with you and still love you from way the fuck over there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
doing it right now.
Because the conditions of the relationship may not have fit what it is that you expected. So I love you, but I had expectations that didn't get fulfilled. And so now the relationship suffers, but the love can still be there. There's dudes who still love they childhood sweetheart. Ain't seen this girl in 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and you'll hear him talk about this one chick, you know what I'm saying, that he was in love with in 8th grade. it's like, hey man, you do realize that she probably don't look nothing like what you remember, you know. And y'all grew up like y'all. You got her by sending her a note talking about, do you like me? Check yes, no, or maybe. You did. And because she checked yes, you fell in love with her. Get the hell out of here, bro. You did.
Yeah, but but those are those rare loves that's unseen. You know what I'm saying? You don't see them no more. Those are they do exist. They're rare, but they do exist. You know what I'm saying? They're just not talked about.
Right. That's that old school love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's that old school love. Like I know firsthand what a loving, I ain't gonna say great, but I know what a loving relationship looks like. I seen my grandma and my grandpa. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They loved each other. They was together my whole life. You did. They was together my mama's whole life. So I seen that, but man, my grandma was hell on. My grandma was was a fantastic grandma. I wouldn't have married her though. Oh my God. She gave my grandpa the blues. I ain't no need me fronting. She gave my grandpa the blues.
But he seen in her what nobody else could handle.
Real
that
talk.
He could.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what make them last. That's what I'm talking about. It's like it's just it's things that are, you know, unseen and unheard. Because you look at a lot of relationships and you say, I got cousins that got brothers out of different families, but his mom and dad is still together. They mom and dads is still together, even through that. And these dudes is like 40-something years old now. Mm-hmm. Even though he had kids outside, I don't care what everybody might say there's perfect relationships. There's not perfect relationships. It's how you deal with them and work through them that makes them perfect. No, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. These motherfuckers were straight and had children in different homes. You know what I'm saying? But they never split. They never parted. They got through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that topic's tough, man, because it's so many ins and outs of it. But at the end of the day, you can see the positive from that negative. It's crazy. It's very crazy, man. It's a yin and yang, and we don't even understand this motherfucker. It's an onion we can't even peel.
Facts.
And a lot of that's before social media, bro.
It's after social media. It's after social media too.
But I'm talking about the majority of like the ones that I think like, and this is my personal experience, is like social media done fucked up relationships for me. You know, you don't write on there like, oh, do you like me? Yes, no, or maybe. Now you just swipe, you like me left or right. You know what I mean? But you got 35 options. Yeah. Oh man, hold up. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the same it was out there, because you give one person attention back then. Now I got 15 to look at. See the options.
Yeah,
you know, this is just me. I'm not speaking for everybody else, but
no, me too. But it's jealousy, man. It's a lot of jealousy and hatred because they not capitalizing on what they want out of you. You giving it to somebody else.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
And when they get mad, they post it all over Facebook. You got all these people commenting on your situation.
Yeah,
so you didn't have to worry about that as much last time. So now you got 15 other sides.
And that's why you have to get with a grown woman and not a big ass little girl. You know what I'm saying?
But the man got to be grown too. Let's be clear on that. No, he's got to be grown too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, so you got levels of a woman just like you got levels of a man. You know what I'm saying?
Let me do this. I came out still kind of adolescent minded, a grown man, but adolescent minded, still doing young man shit when I should have been an old grown man shit, right?
Right.
But I got it together. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, I played out in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. I played Russian roulette with a loaded gun every goddamn day. Not literally, but living life that way without the gun. But Every day I was taking a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Slick, suave, having it my way when I shouldn't have did it like that. I should have came out and did what I said. Come out, get a home, job, good woman, dogs, and live life. I didn't do that. I wouldn't interfered and interrupted other people's lives and shit. I was invited, but still I wasn't supposed to do that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but once I realized, this ain't me, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to let go of who I was to become who I am. And that was like the best thing I could do. It took me years, and it shouldn't even took me that long, man. But, in lieu of thinking that what was supposed to manifest that was spoken on went from 3 months to damn near, you know what I'm talking about, 5 years. Nah, I had it. You know what I'm saying? And then when you try to turn that motherfucking water off, motherfucker goes berserk and does stupid shit and makes shit up and all kind of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it destroyed a lot of shit, man, to where I had to go to my PO like, yo, man, I'm having problems, this and that, such. He said, well, you next time it happens, just call me, I'll pull up. You know what I mean? So he didn't say report it to the cops. He said, I'll pull up. You know what I mean? So that right there gave me the security that, if the cops was called, he got my back. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, bro, trust me, man, it was a tornado that I should have never been in, but I got through it. And the man that you're talking to right now is in a better place, mentally, physically, emotionally, relationship wise. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's one of them. I don't have to look back. You know what I mean?
Right. Facts. I think that hits on a point of love is less about finding the right person, or relationships are less about finding the right person, but more about becoming the right person that the other right person wants to be with. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so if you become the person that the energy you let out wants to be with, that's gonna attract the person that you want to be with, because you're emitting the right frequency, you're emitting the right energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a state of becoming. You know what I'm saying? I believe, in my opinion.
I had to agree, because like I shouldn't even had no chance. I shouldn't have been forgiven. I shouldn't have been, accepted. You know what I'm saying? For the shit I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the bond, that me and the person has, was stronger than the acts of deceit were. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The bond we had, the way she felt was stronger than what the deceit I did. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, how can I not respect that? How can I not say, yeah, that is the person for me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel that. I mean, we all coming into our own, you know what I'm saying? And we need to understand that we wasn't ready made, and we still might not be ready. You dig? But as soon as we ready, they say that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. You know? Yeah. So I believe that. But I still implore you mothers that's mothers now, so yo man don't be having these conversations about the woman that your baby ends up becoming. Teach her now. You know what I'm saying? Be what you want your daughter to be. You know what I'm saying? And teach her the right shit now, so she don't lose good men. Just FYI, that's my public service announcement to you ratchet ass mamas. All right. No, for real. And let me say this real quick. To any of the ladies that's watching, right? Keep in mind that the views and perspectives that you hear right now on Notoriously Opinionated are the views of Notoriously Opinionated, right? And they are being said without your feelings involved, right? Like, we're stating our opinion without your feelings involved, right? So if you want to clear the air, and if you would like to come on, if you disagree with what we're saying, and you would like to come on Notoriously Opinionated as a guest, let me know. I'm gonna vet you and see if you belong on the show. And if you pass the vetting process, you know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, I'ma still have the fellas on the show, you know, and you will still be allowed to state your opinion, and we will be allowed to state our opinion, and nobody will be allowed to state their opinion as a fact unless their fact is a fact, right? But we can talk about it, you know what I mean? So there that is.
Well,
you know.
Well, I say on that, you know, what I say is not out of disdain, hate, you know, disrespect, demoralizing, defeminizing, nor demasculinizing men, but it's respectfully said humbly. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only from my point of view.
Exactly. But we not stating our opinions as facts, and so these are our humble and my notorious opinion, you know.
Yes.
And anybody can take it or leave it, you know. But I would just implore any woman that ends up on Notoriously Opinionated to leave all the feeling answers at the door. You know, try to come with facts, because I have argued at least 3,000 arguments against feelings and lost every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost I am 0-3,000 against feeling arguments. I can come with all of the facts, all of the figures, all of the truth that I can come with, and as soon as I get hit with feeling, I just lost. Because you can't argue that shit. All right. Shifting to our last topic before we get to our what if. And what I might do, what I'm thinking about doing, is having this last topic segue into the what if. How can I put this simply and delicately? Damn delicate. I'm tired of paying taxes. This is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, taxes is some bullshit, bro. Like, I'm paying tens of thousands of dollars in taxes and happy that they gave me back $3. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers that's getting back $200 from the state, $700 from the feds, and they happy as hell that they don't owe the feds more taxes.
I made so much I had to pay them this year.
That's crazy, bro. Bro, listen to what I'm telling you. Like, I've been looking at all this shit in regards to taxes. You know what I'm saying? And it really got me to thinking. It's like we getting taxed on top of taxed on top of taxed on top of taxed. Like, my car, right? Because all of us got vehicles. All of us got vehicles that we enjoy and that we like, right? So we'll just take each of our vehicles. So when we bought the car, we had to pay a sales tax. And then every year that we've had the car, we got to pay a property tax. And then we have to pay tax on the gas that we put in the car, right?
Yeah.
Make that make sense. That just don't make sense to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense to me. We are being taxed on top of taxed on top of taxed, and it's been I don't know if you want to call it uncovered, discovered, whatever the kind of cover it was under the veil of darkness, that the 16th Amendment that qualifies all these taxes that we getting paid wasn't even ratified. Like, it's not even a real part of the Constitution, but because the law says there's never been a successful argument against the 16th Amendment not being ratified. It don't matter what people say. The courts and the government say, we know that it was only like 20 states that ratified this shit, but we're saying that it was 36. You know what I'm saying? And what we say go, and if you fight it, we gonna audit you and take your ass to jail. And that's just fucked up. It's been plenty of people that came with some good ass arguments. So, as to why they shouldn't have to pay taxes, like it's been black people that was like, hey, I should have a slavery reparation credit that goes for my taxes. You know what I'm saying? You owe my people reparations. This is some bullshit. I shouldn't have to pay for shit. You owe me trillions. You dig? They gun that shit down. I'm talking about gunned it down. Like, we don't owe you shit. So, my what if question is, what if they just did away with taxes? What do you think would be the consequence of that? Like, do you think things would be better or worse if they just did away with taxes? Because despite what people think, taxes don't pay for everything that they say that they pay for. What if they did away with taxes? What would you do?
I'm not changing nothing. I'm gonna keep living the way I'm living. All that means is I'm conserving, having more money conserved and put away, which I can't take with me. So I'm just gonna embellish on it and use it. Ain't no need to hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? Invest it into some shit. Come up with a plan where I can use it. Come up with about 4 or 5 guys that want to do something. Put that shit together. Get a compound. Get some land. Let's invest in this. We can be self-sufficient and take care of our own. You know what I'm saying?
Man, let's get it.
Well, me personally, I suck at budgeting. So, you know what I mean? I kind of like my little money at the end of the year. You know what I mean? Because it actually gives me something to put up. I need to work on my budgeting, and every time I get my taxes back, it makes me realize that. So that's actually one of the things I was just thinking about the last couple of days when I got my taxes back. I said, man, I'm gonna start doing this on my own, because even though I'm paying all this damn money, I said, what if I put a little bit to the side, just like they taking every cut?
Exactly.
It adds up. So it made me think a little bit different, because especially with my situation I'm going through, man, I've been bullshitting, man. You know what I mean? If it's there, I'm spending that shit, and I need to quit thinking like that.
Exactly. I seen this thing about how you could, throughout the course of a year, save over $1,600 and have $1,600 over the course of the year, and you're not really and it goes gradually. Like there's a system to where you can pay yourself if you get paid weekly or if you get paid bi-weekly. You know what I'm saying? And you just put that money up, and it starts with $1. Starts with $1. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's $1. It's $1 this paycheck. You put that up. Don't touch that damn dollar. Then you get paid on your next check. It's like $3. You put that up. Your next check, it's like $7, and it increases. And I think the most that you end up paying yourself throughout the course of the year is maybe $138. You know what I'm saying? In a 2-week span. But hell, you months down the line, you done paid in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s. You close to the end of the year before you start hitting them hundreds. That 130, and all that is the pair of shoes that you was gonna buy. You know what I'm saying? You spend that on shoes. So, bro, we spent that on shoes that day we went to the Legends. We spent hundreds of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And just think about if we would have just put that money up. You know what I'm saying?
True.
If we just put that money up, bro.
But now we got matching shoes instead.
We do. That's dope. We do. That's dope. You dig?
But yeah, you
right, man.
I also saw that little chart, man, and you know, thinking about this the other day, like this is something I'm about to work on.
Yeah, we got to, man. Cause like the homie alluded to, man, that extra cash can turn into combined wealth if invested properly. You know what I'm saying? If invested properly, it can turn into combined wealth, you know. And fortunately for us, we ain't about to let nobody diddy us. So, so that being the case, man, hey, I want to give a shout out to my homeboy School, my homeboy PJ, man, and I'm about to call this other clown that stood us up, bro. I'm about to call him. Y'all know who it is too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who it is. I'm about to hit him up. I called him before the show. He didn't pick up the phone. Phone went to voicemail. I'm gonna beat your ass next time I come to Wichita.
Oh.
I'm body blowing him because it's the set. Okay, technically, I gave him grace this week because, albeit late, he did show up last week. But I'm body blowing him. He got a gut shot coming.
Oh man, breadbasket.
He got a gut shot coming, homie. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't pull up at all this week. Didn't text. Hold up. Before I say that, let me make sure I ain't got a text from him. Because because I would have heard it. Nope.
He sure was in the text before.
He sure was.
Just saying.
Wasn't he the first one that responded in the text?
The very first one.
The very first one that responded. Body shot. All right. Man, I appreciate y'all coming on tonight, man. This was a good show.
Appreciate it.
Man, y'all can come on anytime, man. But until next week, man, let's have good vibes, good vibrations, you know. Nah, it wasn't real, homie. Hey, the homie Ray. Hey, Ray wrong as hell. He said it must have been real. Nah, it wasn't real.
You close though.
Nah, hey, it's close. You know, it wasn't real though. You know, I'm gonna have to get the homie on the show though. You know what I'm saying? Like my idea, my dream is this: to get like this is who I want on one particular show, right? I want Ghost, I want Real, I want Diamond G, and I want hold on, Ghost, Real, Diamond G, and Deuce. I want all that. Nah, it wasn't what. Hey, homie, I'm gonna call you when the show is over. I'm gonna tell you who it was, but it wasn't Juan neither with his fat ass. Nah, it wasn't, homie. I want an all hip hop. I want an all hip hop show. So I want all the rappers on the show: Deuce, Real, Ghost, and Diamond G. That's who I want on one show. So I'm calling y'all out, man. Y'all already heard it. So when I get to doing this hip hop show, and this is the 50th year of hip hop, so it matches. It makes sense. So tap in, man. Hit me up. Diamond G, hit me up. Real, hit me up. Ghost, hit me up. Deuce, hit me up, man. You know, well, Deuce was already on. He commented on the pod earlier tonight. But yeah, so until next time, man. Tune in next week to Notoriously Opinionated. Same notorious time, same notorious channel. Have a blessed week, and until then, we are out.
Salute.
Peace.